Hello there, it's David here from OptimizePress, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can make some really nice blog graphics and other graphics for your business using Canva. Now Canva is a free online photo editing tool and it is absolutely superb and very easy to use, and they also provide templates for hundreds of different graphical type images and resources that you need. So if you don't yet have an account, I recommend go and set up an account. Go to canva.com and you can go and set up an account here, and then you can log in and start using it. So let's jump in to the dashboard of my Canva account. Right, so here we are inside the Canva dashboard, and you can see here what I've done. I've actually clicked over here on the more icon. So these are some of the designs that I've been playing around with. If I click more, it then shows me all of the designs that Canva has ready made for you to go and use for various document types and graphics and things. You can see here, look, popular designs, social media, documents, blogging and ebooks. There's everything here, like from flyers to like gift cards and things, some amazing templates. This is really worth using, and even if you use the paid version, I upgraded the paid version, it was $100 and something dollars, and the best $100 I've spent so far this year, I think, 'cause it's got some really nice features that allow you to do a few extra things that you can't do with the free version, like export into transparent PNG files and resizing templates. But that said, the free version is absolutely outstanding as well. So you don't have to go and buy it, but it does offer you a few extra things, and it's it's $100 investment for an amazing tool. If you look at some of these graphics here, we can just click on any one of these. For example, let's just go up. I'll choose this Instagram post, and we'll go into there. Canva provides you loads of example templates. On the left hand side you can see them, and they say free over these ones, which mean they're free to use. Now you might be seeing something different to me because I've got the paid account, so some of these graphics might be free for me because I'm on the paid version, whereas for you, you might have to pay for them. But some of them are only a couple of bucks or $1. Some of the graphical icons and things are only like $1, so you can easily just download them and buy them. It's very simple. But you can see that there's beautiful ones here. I mean, you might find something that works perfectly for what you're already doing. Like this is a type, it's got little icons in the back, and you can move these around and things on these templates, you see. And you can also change the color of them. If I click on it, you see the color comes up. So let's say our branding was a bit different, we would then choose a different color. So you can see how easy it is for me to suddenly build something. I'm just changing the color there of these, you see. So you can easily start changing stuff around. Look, here's another design which is really nice. I'm going to replace that one because I was just playing around there. So you can see how easy it is. Now what I've done, I've gone to CoSchedule blog, and I've picked up some of their, I've looked at their blog page here, and we're going to use this as a bit of inspiration for us to create a couple of graphics. You can see here they've got a lovely mix of designs on their blog. Now these are what we call placeholders. You can see where they've got things. These are like the featured images on their blogs. You can see they've got some lovely different designs, different graphics, some lined fonts and background images and transparent type images. So a real good mix of stuff. So there's a great start for some inspiration here. Look, these have got little rounded images of people and a background image behind. So I'll show you how we can create any of these ones here. So let's start with a blog placeholder. I'm going to keep my Instagram graphic that I've got. I'm just going to clear all this so I can highlight all that and click on this delete. Now I'm starting with an Instagram size. This was 1,000 pixels. You can actually choose a custom design. So what you're probably best to do is know the template size that you want to make, and you can then choose a custom width and height here, either in pixels, millimeters, or inches. And you then want to design it based off your custom size if you weren't using one of their already sized graphics. Okay, so while I'm using Instagram for this, it's really just an example, but you don't obviously know your size first, and you can come in and create it. So let's say I wanted to create this first one they've got here with this this first one here, the text sub or main heading, and then they've got the supporting headline, that wavy graphic, and it's also got a blue, like a blue gradient tone on it. So let's go ahead, we'll just put in some text, so I can click on the text here, and they also actually have different text layouts you can see we've got here. So I can either choose to create the text here, and I could write my heading, and then I can also, from here I can just click on this, and I've got options here to change the fonts. I also have uploaded some, you can upload custom fonts on the paid version, so I have uploaded some fonts. But these are all the free ones you can see down here. Let's have like this one, for example, or we could choose Open Sans. Let's jump down. Okay, so Open Sans here. And I can choose like to bold, I can choose to capitalize it all. So we can capitalize. I can copy it, so I can just copy that down and carry on with my next one. And you can see I've got this, it's snapping to grids. It's showing me the center. It's aligning it with the heading above. Okay, so if you're wondering what them 3 lines were coming up. So let's look, we've got this heading at the top, they've got a heading, and then they've got the bigger heading, which is in normal font, and then they've got another normal font heading below. So we've got the capitalized one. We could then turn off this, and we'll increase this font size to maybe about, let's try 100. Okay, so we've got that. We'll call this, we'll actually put in here main headline. Okay, I might make that bold as well. And we could increase the spacing between the letters. So I click on spacing, increase the letter spacing there. Okay, and I could actually decrease this a little bit. Remember, this is quite a large image because it's on 1,000 odd pixels. It's on an Instagram post size, so it's quite big. Down the right here, you can see we've got the percentage of the zoom. So if I take it to 100%, that's it to scale. So you can see how big it is. And we don't need it that big, obviously. So we've got this. What else have we got? We've then got this heading underneath, like another supporting headline. So what I'll do is I'll copy this down, and I'll turn off that, and I'll write something like supporting headline. Put supporting headline here. And I'll reduce the spacing and get down again. And I believe they had a bit of italic on theirs, and it was possibly bold as well. Okay, they've actually got different font. I mean, you can obviously choose different fonts. Similar font to what they've got, it looks like it's like a bitter or railway type font. So let's go down to railway. Let's go on, then this one here. Nope, it's not that, I don't think. It's more of a serif. And you notice then it also turned off italic because that font didn't support italic. So let me just try another one. Let's try Merriweather. There you go, that's similar. Okay, so we've got the headline in. We've got this box around that top heading section. And we've also got this graphical. So what I could do, I can go into elements here. These elements you see are all free, and then they've got extra ones with the paid version, which are all these ones down here. Some of them on the free version, some of them are free as well, and then some of them again are paid. You can see like they've got graphics like this. You can, some of them are like $1, so you could choose to buy them, and they're like $1. Let's just go to charts actually. So they've got charts. Okay, these are actually like proper charts, but these charts, you insert them and they give you the data you see. So I don't want that type of chart, but I want to create possibly a similar wavy line like that, or something like that. Let's have a look. Let's do a search for wavy lines, see if we get anything back. Grass here, okay. I might try and do something. If I pop this one in, I might be able to create something with this. So rather than a wavy line, we'll do something. They had one a bit further down, which is like that. It's got the sort of a line graph going through it. So we could do something like that. I could just copy that. Start that one like here maybe. Again, I'm really improvising here, so bear with me. Let's twist this one round. Okay, so what we can actually do is group images as well. So I can highlight these. I'm not sure if grouping is part of the free version. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to try and group them, meaning that I can just pull this whole image around on its by itself. So if I pull the whole thing around, that means what I can then do as well is send it to the back. So I want the text to come to the front of this. So to do that, what we do, if we look at the co-schedule one, they've gone round the text there, which is quite nice. I haven't. What I'll do is I will click on this and I'll go to arrange and I'm going to put send to back. I'm just going to go back like that. It should then sit behind the font. Okay. We've got that box we set around the, let's go to elements again, and I want shapes. And we're going to put that box around the top section. Now I haven't thought about the colors I'm going to be using. Obviously if you know your colors, you would choose a good a color scheme or a color palette. Maybe you'd go to like a color palette site and pick a palette of colors that you want to use. There's quite a few good ones out like Adobe Color, and if you just Google color palettes you can find a good combination of colors. So let's bring this over here now, and what I'm going to do is send that back as well. Okay, so we've now got that. Now we could possibly look at changing this font color to white, just so it sits nicer on that image behind. And this font should be centered. Okay, it is centered there. One thing I'm going to try and do is I want to get to the image behind. So I just want to make it a little bit bigger, just so it sits nicely in there. Okay, so you can see it's starting to take a bit of shape. And what else they've got in this one? Let's back up. They've got different colors. They've got that gradient, the entire gradient. So we could just put another gradient over this. Way I could do that is pick just a shape. I'm using a shape for this one. And if I do this, we could pick a color as well. And you obviously need to find a color that matches this green. Obviously in an ideal world you'd know your colors like I said, and you'd know it matches that green. I'm going to send it right to the back. What I'll do is I'll put a slight transparency using this icon here, and I can set a slight transparency on it. It just lightens it up. The transparency would only really come into play if you had an image behind you, so I'll show you that in a moment actually. But you can see already this is quite a nice placeholder. It's not far off what they've got. They've just got the nice images behind, or the nice swirly thing. But already you've got a placeholder. It's got a headline. You've got a supporting headline to it as well. So if we wanted to add image behind it, I click on this. I can clone that. So it's made a copy of that one above. So I've cloned it down. I've now got this one. Now let's go into photos. If I do a search for something like desk, see what I get back. Okay, we've got a computer there. There's loads of images. Now these, again, like I say, I might be seeing these because they're free. I'm in the paid version account. They might not be free in yours. If they're not free, they come over with a Canva. It shows a little Canva grid over it, and so if you try to export it, it shows the images with Canva. In fact, I think you can't export it unless you buy the image. It doesn't let you export the image without buying it first. And you do that, and just when you click download, you put in your credit card, and it works from there. So let's send this to the back. We'll see how this overlay looks now. So we've got that overlay. Let's try and cover it completely over the image, just so you can see. I go up. Now I'll put the transparency. I'll take it down. Okay, you can start seeing that image come through. See? So if I increase that a bit, and obviously you could switch that image a bit, change the size of that image, you'll get a different look in your entire font style. It looks like my other heading has gone slightly off there, so let's make that bigger. I'm going to try and shuffle that over a bit. if I click on this and then sort of try and get the cursor again there, then click on it, I'm using the arrow keys just to line that slightly just to the right there. Okay, so you can now see effectively we've got an image a bit like one of theirs with, like this one with the image behind and then the font in front and the gradient in front as well. So you can see we've got two different styles quickly made there, like a blog placeholder. And then you can play around with it, obviously change the colors as well if you've got different color branding on your own site. Maybe you've got different headlines you want to try different colors with. You could try some of the colors that are used in the actual graphics there don't look right, and that's red. So obviously knowing your colors and your color palettes first helps massively. You want to make sure you know those colors before you try and design a placeholder. But that's it. You can see we've got a simple blog placeholder already made and done. I mean, 10 minutes work there and we've got it all ready to go on our blog. Now to export it, we go over here to the right to download. It gives me options. It'll download both of these. I've got two templates effectively. When I click download, I can then choose the number. I can put in number 2, which means I'm going to download the second one. And I've got options for JPEG, PNG, standard, PDF, and animated GIF is a new one they're just testing. The PNGs, it'll offer me a transparent background here. That's with the paid version. If you wanted to download all the pages, it tells you that they come as a zip file. But if I wanted number 2, I just simply click download. It goes through this process and then it prompts me to where I want to save the download file to. I'll cancel that. Okay, so I don't need to save it just now. Now, while I've been working on that, this heading has saved, or this template, sorry, is saved. I haven't given it a name, but it's just called My Heading there. I could change the name, but it says it's saved here. And if I go back into my Canva profile account and my designs, it'll appear here and it'll start showing that placeholder for that graphic I've just made. Now, you can import graphics into this. You can upload all your own graphics as well, so you can start playing them around. You'll see over here, this is the OptimizePress placeholder that you see on our blogs. Now, what I've done with this, you could build this entire thing in Canva, but because we have this gradient here, what I've done is I imported that gradient bar and this little tiny graphic here and this line. I imported that as a template, so I saved that as a transparent PNG in Pixelmator, or it can be the same if you're doing it in Photoshop. I exported that as a PNG and then I imported just the PNG. So if I remove that, no, if I remove, sorry, not that, this photo, if I remove the photo behind, here's that PNG. This is just the placeholder that you see on the OptimizePress blog. Okay, and here's the placeholder. You can see you've got this one for the last blog post we've done, and that is just the little icon there on the right, and then we've got that image behind. And again, what I could then do is drop in any images. So like this image again, for example, has been dropped in, and then we could write the text over this, which we put in front of it, saying it's like the university or the blog post title. So you can import your own graphics directly into Canva as well. So things you want to also work on, and any images you've got of yourself, if you're doing things and trying to make like YouTube thumbnails, or maybe you've got images of you in a webinar and you want to have a picture of yourself and a host. So you can import all of your own images into Canva and start designing different layouts for those. Another thing I will show you is that if I jump back here, if I close this down and we go back to here, you'll see I've got this image here, and this was a landing page tips one that we've done recently. So it was a placeholder that I made directly inside. I made the cover image. I started to make the whole ebook in here as well. Now you can see down below, if I zoom in here, you can see here, this is all the text. I started to put all the text in of this particular this ebook. And if I scroll down, you can see this was actually from another ebook we done further down. I'd made that all in Canva as well. And all this is done here, the box and everything. But let's just look at the top section. So what we have here is this is the OptimizePress logo that I pulled in, and I adjusted the transparency on it so it's sort of sits faded in the background. Okay, you can see that's it at 100%. This is really just text again on a box, which I have set at a slight angle to it. So I just twisted it like this using the little icon. So I twisted it to give it that angle that it was in place there. Then we've got this font here. This is a Proxima Nova font. It's set 150 pixels large. And then we've got this font as well here, which is just the script font, just to sort of change up the design a bit. And then I added this font down below again, which is a Proxima Nova again, 48 with more spacing. And then I put in the OptimizePress link. So to get these kind of design inspirations, you can jump over to like Pinterest and look at some of the ebook graphics or graphics that are made on Pinterest. And you can just try and see how you can design something using 2 different font styles and different sizes. So really what you're trying to do is use different sizes of the fonts to make certain words stand out, and then also describe what you're making. So I was making an ebook cover here, and I started to make the entire ebook like I showed you here. I was making the entire ebook in Canva, and then what I'd done is actually pull this into Pages in the end. I just took this cover out. So what I'd done is I downloaded from here page 1 and then pulled that into another program. But this whole sheet, if you wanted to export it as a PDF, I could just go download. From here I could choose PDF, and I simply just click download. Okay, that's it downloaded. It's down here, and if I open it up, it's open in the browser, but this is it. This is now just a PDF file that we've created. So this could be an ebook, this could be a PDF you sell. You effectively just made a PDF file of that graphic element inside Canva. Obviously it's not completed, it's not formatted, but just to show you, I've just exported as PDF and I've done. I'll show you further down on these pages, just looking at this page here. This was one of our other lead magnets that we put onto our content on the OptimizePress blog. Now this is all done in Canva. If I zoom in a bit more, this is just a little box I've added in here, and I've then put this larger font in here, and then this other styled font down here with just the note section. This whole green section again is just a shape, so it's a square or dragged into a rectangle, and then we've got a green shape there, and I've put the text on front and lined it all center. One thing with Canva, if you're making ebooks in Canva, you can't really control, if you pasted in lots of text, you have to actually adjust how the text looks on every page inside Canva. So if you pasted a whole load of text here, it doesn't just automatically flow onto the next page. You have to copy it down and then create more text on the next page. So if you've got a really long ebook and you've got lots of text already pre-written, this might not be the best program for you to go and create a large ebook. Other platforms like Pages, you can paste in a lot of text and it sometimes will flow down all the pages and create all the other pages for you. There are loads of tools you can create sort of ebooks in. You don't have to use like an ebook specified creator. You can create things in anything that can export as a PDF really. So you could even use like Google Slides. You could use Keynote as well. You've really just got to change the size of the PDF layout that you want, and you can then export the slides as a PDF. So you could make that into an ebook. There's Pages, Apple Pages, and there's also Apple Author as well. So lots to play with. That's that ebook design template there. You'll see down the left-hand side, we also have lots of other templates for ebooks as well. And some of these are beautiful. You can just go through and look at some of them that you've got here. You've got planners, you see. And if I was to use one, I can just click Add New Page here. And if I click on that, that design will get... Oh no, it won't be pulled. Let's not replace it. I don't want to replace my main ebook. I thought it might go onto this page here. It's not going to, but you can see there's loads of designs. You can use these as a template base to start from before you go ahead and create your own design. So you can see it's pretty easy to make any sort of design you want. Let me just come out of that. I'll come into here. If we go back into the page I was creating before, or the template, they have, if we were, let's just clone this down, and we go to layouts, elements, let me take us back to layouts a sec. So one thing we could do, if we wanted to create this, scroll on down, we've got this image here, we've got the lady on the right with inside a circle and then the border to it. That's pretty easy to do as well. So if we pull over this, let's Let's take away that headline for now. And maybe we'll take away this line. I'll delete the group. Let's shrink that over. Set that to be left aligned. And they've got these grid layouts here. So these are already specified layouts you can use. And what I want to do is look for the circle one. Okay, let's look under frames. It might be in frames. I want to find the circles. I want to position, I want to put an image. So it's possibly that one. There's a circle there, and you might have another. I think it is that one above. These ones have got borders on, you can see actually. So this has got a border. There you go, there's a circle in. Now what I can do when it's like this, it means I can drag an image into this place here. So if I go to my uploads, and in my uploads I've got a picture of myself, so I can go and grab that. Okay, so here on the left I've got lots of images just from YouTube videos and things. And so I click on this one. What this does, I can then drop that. You see, as I pulled it over, it goes into that circle. See that? Okay, so I just drop it in there like that. And then I can either crop the image, and also if I double click it, you can see there, and I can just move it around slightly inside, and might be able to crease and just make it a little bit bigger, set it to the side slightly. Okay, so you can see, and then if I click on this tick, we've now got that image inside, and let's say we wanted to add a white border. Okay, so we've done that. And where's the co-schedule one? You can see they've got that image in front, they've got the gradient behind, and it's pretty much the same. I haven't obviously done the font styles like theirs, but you saw me create the font there earlier, so all you have to do is create the different font styles that you wanted. They've got this little icon like the A there next to it, where that's representing a particular post type that is. But you can see right away we've got, let's move this heading down. We take that out. Let's reduce that. Reduce the spacing over, and let's align it to the left, and we'll change the font color. So you can see already we've got a pretty good image in place. We've got our image over on the right, the circle image, and then we've got the text over on the left hand side. You could add some lines or little icons as well into that. If we wanted to, we could obviously zoom in and make this bigger. There you go, so we just cut that in again. So there's co-schedule one, and there's mine. Obviously I could change the image and find another background, but you get the idea. It's a very, very good program for creating different graphics that you want to use for different pages, different elements, especially social media graphics, and also some custom blog graphics. So really that's a rough guide to using it. You can see some of the things that we've created for OptimizePress, some things that I create when I'm messing around with creating lead magnets and stuff, or if we're making graphics. So it's the good thing about it is anyone in your team can actually go in and play around with Canva. You can ask people in your own team to make things for you. But there you go. It's pretty simple, straightforward. I recommend you go and play with it and check out some of the designs that they have in place and what they have already built for you to use. You can just edit the text and use them for free and download them and use them in your business, whether you're creating physical flyers for print or if you're just creating graphics for online. But it's a very, very good tool, and even the free version will give you enough graphical design inspiration for you to go and create better graphics. So I hope you like this post. Please comment below if you'd like to see any other suggestions or more graphics that we make with Canva. But as always, thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in another one.